sunny day as usual. And you know what that means. Today is definitely the perfect day for another fantastic baseball game.
And since Toad and his troublemaking friends are out with their parents, and Unikitty, Puppycorn, and Lil'Petey are about to show up at any second, this baseball game will surely be another success as always.
Why, greetings fellow travelers. This is your favorite fishy friends and heavy hitters once again. And we're currently getting pumped up and prepared for today's fantastic game of baseball.
And considering that today's weather is sunny, with a chance of no rain, and there's no cloud in the sky, we can easily assure one another that this baseball round won't go out in failure.
Now, we just gotta wait for Unikitty, Puppycorn, and Lil'Petey to show up at any minute from this point, so the 9 of us can get flowing to the baseball field nearby the local park.
And right at the moment you mentioned the 3 of us, William, we've managed to arrive at last. And we even got all of the baseball equipment that we brought from our castle.
That's great, you guys. Now we're definitely ready to play some good old-fashioned baseball. And we're basically like a few miles from the field at this point, so we should be able to get there a lot sooner.
So come on, heavy hitters. We got no time to waste any longer. Let's get to the baseball field and play ball.
Hey there, fishies. I somehow noticed those little caps on your heads, and the bag with all of that equipment inside. Is there a reason as to why that is the case?
Well, Lannie, in case you haven't figured it out by now, but we are getting ready to head down to the baseball field at the park, and we're about to play a super fantastic game of baseball.
That is because we're all part of a successful baseball team called the Heavy Hitters. And we usually play this sport every season, with the exception of winter if you can't tell.
Lil'Petey, did you just mention baseball? Oh my girls, that is definitely a sport I remember playing a few times back in Chomp City, and I didn't even know that you 9 were a baseball team at some point.
Well, that is mostly because this team was formed before any of us even met you later on. And say, Lannie, since you mentioned that you played baseball before in Chomp City, what was the experience like over there?
It was pretty solid, come to think of it. I used to play baseball with a couple of local fishies from my home, and we've all grown to enjoy that sport ever since we started playing it, if I do say so myself.
Wow, Lannie, that is definitely something about you that we haven't found out about yet. And if you really enjoyed playing baseball over in Chomp City, then you'll have as much fun as we'll have right over at Plush Tower City.
In fact, Lannie, since the 9 of us are heading over to the baseball field, and you've gotten used to playing that sport, how about you join our heavy hitters team so you can start playing baseball with all of us?
Oh my gosh, no way!
You just asked me to join your baseball team. That is something that I will truly say yes to. This could make my experience with this sport even better than ever, since I'm now with all of you fishies.
Glad that you're willing to join our team, Lannie Landershark. And we're definitely sure that you'll be able to have as much fun as all of us have from previous games. And now, without further ado, let's all get flowing to the baseball field and get Lannie prep up and ready to play baseball with the heavy hitters.
What an No, please. I will behave. I will be good. What an Breakfast! 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 Breakfast!
Wow, just wow. Look at how huge this baseball field is. It even looks like a professional field that is used at several baseball games every year. This is totally gonna rule.
And trust us, Lannie, things are only gonna get better from here on out. Now before we can get to playing, we gotta make sure that you're prep out for this moment.
First things first, you'll need to have a super radical looking baseball cap, similar to the ones that we're wearing right now. And lucky enough, we got a spare backup hat from Ford and Ship, just in case.
Why don't you go ahead and try it on Lannie to see if it's just your size?
Light bulb!
Would you look at that? This baseball cap is just my size. It fits me perfectly, and now I definitely look up a heavy hitter from this sweet cap.
Alrighty, Lannie. Now the next thing you gotta do before we can get started is that you'll need to recite the Heavy Hitters Oath, which is basically the pledge that is made for this baseball team.
What you gotta do is to recite these words, and then you'll be in the team. No matter if our team wins or loses, we play by our hearts, and we will not be like anyone else.
Well, if you say so, William, here goes nothing then. No matter if our team wins or loses, we play by our hearts, and we will not be like anyone else.
Now, that is what we call determination right there, Lannie. You totally did phenomenal while reciting Heavy Hitters Pledge. And that is all you need to do to join us.
And you know what that means, Lannie. This means that you're now part of the Heavy Hitters from this day forward. Welcome to the team, Lander Shark Buddy.
Yeah, who now I can play baseball with all of you fishies anytime we're out in this field. This is definitely gonna be a blast. Now let's get out there and get playing.
All right, Lannie, watch and learn on how this octopus pitches this baseball over to the other side. I got a signature move called the whirlpool fastball. Now look and see how it's done.
No, 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 no.
That was incredible, Bula. Unikitty just made a home run from that successful swing at that baseball. That was so awesome. Can't wait until I eventually get into the thick of it.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What? Mommy. We promise we will behave. We will be good. One. Mommy. I will behave. I will be good. One.
Alright, Lannie. Since the rest of us have already gotten successful home runs, the time has come for you to get a swing out of the last whirlpool fastball.
And don't worry if you get afraid while trying to get a home run. As long as you got determination and faith in your heart, you totally got this, and the success is beyond the end of the tunnel.
Don't even worry about me, Goldie. I've been playing baseball in Chomp City before I met you all, like I said, so this shouldn't be a tough challenge for me to tackle.
We'll definitely see about that, Lannie. Just try to keep your aim on the baseball, and before you know it, it's a home run.
Lannie, that was amazingly awesome. You totally made a successful home run out there.
And that baseball went flying through the field, that it landed across the street, next to that Toys R Us nearby.
Well, what can we say, you two? I've gotten used to the baseball spirit ever since I started playing that game back in Chomp City. And I absolutely knew every step by step to get a home run.
And all of that determination and faith in your body is what also made that home run a success as a result overall.
And that's the reason why the heavy hitters rule the field when it comes to baseball. UP.
And speaking of success, Lannie, since today's baseball game has drawn to a close, where should we go out to as a celebration to your successful first game with us?
Considering that it's my choice to choose the outing for today, I will say that we all go out to Applebee's, since it's not too far from the baseball field.
If that is where you decided on Lannie, then Applebee's is where we'll be going as a result. Let's just get our equipment packed up first.
And then, it's off to our celebration for Lannie's first ever baseball game with the Heavy Hitters.
Go. Heavy hitters, go.